to the channel, boys. We have a lot to do in just a little bit of time to do it. But before we hop into that, I just want to say real quick, big thanks for all the support on the dyno video. You guys went absolutely crazy on it, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed the content. But let's hop into this. If you guys saw the last video where we took the car to Steeda and dynoed it for the first time with a new setup, you would know that we missed our target by a little bit. I was looking for around 13, and we ended up with 1265. But we are going to try to redeem ourselves this Saturday at the Steeda Cars and Coffee. We're gonna have Parker there, Toby there, George there, John there, David there. We're gonna have a bunch of the boys there, just having a great time and hopefully taking over the dyno. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be like last time where we can just put the parts on and then take our time, slowly easing into the boost and perfecting the tuning. This time, we're gonna have to put the pumps in and then do a little bit of tuning on the street beforehand, because we only get 2 dyno pulls. If you guys don't already know, I have a T56 in the car, and they're kind of notorious for starving the front gears of fluid during hard acceleration. And since we're gonna be doing a lot of street tuning on this thing, that kind of concerns me. I don't want my transmission to blow up. That'd be like the 5th one. So I went ahead and picked up a diff pump, and we're actually gonna use it as a trans pump to pump the fluid from the back of the case to the front of the case to keep those front gears nice and lubricated. A2D Racing also sent out their bracket, which allows us to mount the pump to the side of the T56. So it should be pretty clean. We're about to get started on that right now. All right, let's see if I can get it not on myself. Oh, Julie, oh God. Well guys, here is the harsh reality of doing so much custom stuff. Every now and then you buy something that doesn't work, and this nice bracket from A2D Racing, it's a great product, but it's not really tested on this. I was kind of the first one to test it. Unfortunately, it did not work out for me. So this bracket is designed to hit that tab and bolt through it, which is a great design, but there is not enough room in the trans tunnel for it. And it works great probably in the SM95, which is what this is designed for, but it's just not going to work in this application. Alright, so we are reusing a few pieces from that kit that we weren't able to install completely, and I think what we're going to do is mount this to the bottom of the drive shaft loop, and that puts our lines to the sides of the transmission, and it still mounts up pretty nice. Alright, we got it all mounted up. It is actually really freaking secure, so that thing ain't going nowhere. It's higher than the exhaust. It's higher than the bell housing up there. We should be good to go. I'm just going to go ahead and start hooking lines up. All right, so here we are. We got all the lines made. I got my filter mounted up here. Should be good to go ahead and put some fluid in this thing. All right, for fluid in this thing, we are going with some Schaefer's 75W90, 2 quarts of that, and then we're using some of the Schaefer's All Supreme. Let me grab that. So like I was saying, 2 quarts of that, and then 2 quarts of this. I am putting this Harbor Freight pump to the test. This is some thick fluid going in here. Hey guys, I ended up actually stopping the video here tonight because Parker and I had to leave town to go to the Barrett-Jackson auction. You guys will see a video on that soon, but we're going to fast forward a couple days and pick up where we left off. I'm sure you guys remember exactly where we left off. It was only a few seconds ago, but for me it's been about 2 days now. I think we're on the trans pump wiring, so we're going to work on that. So right now we're wiring in the trans pump. We are in a super freaking big time crunch because we're trying to get a data log out before Lund closes today at 5, but I really want to get the trans pump in because I don't want to do a pull and then burn up those front gears like I was talking about before. Right now we're tapping into the fuse box. We're going to run this back to where all the fuse pump relays are, because the hob switch terminates there. So we're going to tap into the hob switch, so when the car sees 5 psi boost, it'll turn on the 3rd fuel pump, and then it will turn on the transmission pump as well. Got everything wired up. I just need to clean up my mess. As you can hear, this thing is working. So now we got to move on to the fuel pumps. All right guys, we just got the ring that holds the fuel hat in the tank. Got the lines disconnected, got all the electrical stuff disconnected. Now we'll just go ahead and lift up and pull out the entire hat. Boom. I got the fuel pumps in. We're going to do the first startup and then go do some data logs. All right, boys, it is like 2:30 in the morning, but blue is good, Stangry is good. We worked on Beano a little bit, so all the VM cars should be ready to go for tomorrow. Not 100% sure how we're going to do the boost controller, only having 2 pulls in a limited amount of time, so we're probably going to try to use some of the data we got from the private dyno session and build something off of that. I'm going to sleep. Alright guys, it is the morning of. We got all the cars lined up. If I didn't say it before, this is Liz, my car Blue, Parker's car Stangry, and George's car that he calls Beano. Alright guys, we are all heading out. It's gonna be freaking fun today, man. Hopefully this, God, please don't let us blow up. We're pulling out, boys. It's gonna be awesome. I may have forgot the laptop. It made all the boys have to stop. My fault, boys. They did not waste any time starting the dyno. As soon as we pulled in, they're already pulling the cars on. I just wrote a new control map for the boost controller. I really hope it does what we need it to do, but we'll see. We'll see. Bro, you hype?
Bro, I'm scared.
You gonna log it? I'm not gonna log it.
I will log it.
Alright, so Parker is sending it on the highest map. That way he can turn it up or turn it down if he needs to. He's about to hop in the car and hopefully everything goes good for him. Alright, so the dyno graph was really weird. We're checking the RPM signal to make sure it wasn't the car, but the car sounded healthy, so I think we're good. So you guys can see the graph's a little wavy. It started breaking up on the top end. I'm not sure if he's running out of fuel or what, but we did log it. So when we get back to the shop, we'll see what happens. This thing smells so bad like clutch. 790, if the clutch was good, I think he would have hit that 800 mark. Alright guys, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Yeah, we did testing on the street last night, but only 16 PSI. We're that's so short. Made 1288. I should have clicked the button one more time.
What was it? What was it? 1288. I guess 1286, bro. I guess 1286.
Hold on, bro. How you feeling, bro?
Dude, what were we, 12 short of 13? But it only made 23 PSI. My stop is 25. Overboost is set to 27. So we got a little bit more boost to play with. I'm gonna bump it up just a hair. It's holding the boost perfect. Let's make 13. I knew it had it. 1300 horsepower car, baby. It made 1350. I don't know how much boost it made. I was too hyped. We don't need it. It made under 27.
Woo! Yes, sir. Congrats, Jay!
All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this whole video, man. It's been a long day, long week, really. Took the guys out for a ride. Nothing broke. We made 1315 on the dyno. I did about 15 pulls with the boys. We took it to lunch. No issues, man. It's a true street car. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. We're gonna make more videos. I'm trying to stay more up to date with the YouTube content and show you guys some stuff that you can't see on the other platforms.